cut that.
Well, I'll cut that out when it comes time.
Yeah. Alright. Or leave it.
Could. Okay, guys. So here today with the Z, we have basically gutted, and got the Z all prepped for the roll cage, which will be getting fitted soon. Hopefully,
Eventually, at some point, probably.
Yeah, I'm supposed to call a guy this week about it. But anyways, continuing on, we're gonna clean up the interior a bit, like all this like metal or
That's just dust.
whatever it is now. We're gonna clean it up, and then we bought some primer, and we are gonna prime basically everything back from where the storage containers. Okay, guys, so we have the interior somewhat taped up, protecting the headliner, and then also the storage pieces down there. We're gonna start spraying from inside the car, so like as you can see, that's all taped. So we're gonna spray back. The interior is now, I mean, we only did like 1.5 coats, more or less.
Yeah.
Kind of. The interior is now primered, as you guys can tell. It came out pretty well. We're gonna do a second coat. As you can, hopefully you guys can see that down there. There's still some blue. You want to talk? You want me to talk?
I don't know. Let's just both talk at the same time.
Great idea.
So, guys, we got this area primered up. We got a couple layers put on there, and got it nice and evenly coated so that it's ready for when we've got some paint. We can sand it a little bit to make sure the paint sticks, but this is the self-etching primer, so it should hold pretty well. Not that it really matters because it's a race car. We don't really care that it's show quality on the inside, but we got it done. We inhaled a good amount of the paint too, so probably wear masks while you do this. We didn't because we're idiots, but
What can you
you
expect?
probably should.
What can you expect from us, like, really?
Yeah. We also went and got sandwiches, and the fool making them was probably just about as high as us off the spray paint.
Oh my god. Guy was ridiculous.
Alright, guys, so because Sean wanted to, we ran down to O'Reilly's and we picked up some black paint so we can just get this shit done. So we're just gonna lay a few pretty reasonably thin coats down on top of the primer until we've got it all like one uniform color. And inhale a little bit more of this shit, so hopefully we pass out and die.
They didn't have any of the gloss black left. Like, I only had 2 cans, so
we're dropping a layer of the matte finish black underneath, and then we're gonna go over the top with thicker layers of the gloss black. Okay, so we got the first layer on. It's pretty thin. We just stretched 1 can across the whole area just to kind of make sure that as we spray on the next few coats that it's nice and even as we go along, without like laying too thick of a coat to where it's not going to dry on time or it's not going to be ready to apply another coat for several hours. Alright guys, so we don't pay very good attention on this channel here. We thought that these were 2 identical cans of paint.
they were in the same spot.
Yeah, they were. This one was behind this one, so we figured they probably had 2 cans of the same kind sitting there. The caps were the same. They're the same size. Didn't even bother to look at it or read it. So we just sprayed the whole thing down with half a can of engine enamel and half a can of roll bar and chassis paint. So, I mean, as you can see, this one's good up to 550 degrees, and this one's only good up to like 250 degrees. So they should add up, and like this car should be good to 800 degrees, right?
How do we do that, though?
I don't know. We're high on paint.
Probably.
As it says on the back of the can, you should have proper ventilation because this shit's toxic and it's bad for your brain. Our ventilation is every so often, one of us will grab. Let me see if I can find one.
Where's our cardboard?
Every once in a while, one of us will grab one of these pieces of cardboard here, and we'll use it like a fan to blow some of the vapor out of our face. That's all the ventilation that we've had, or that we thought we needed. But obviously, since we're doing shit like this, we are far gone enough to where it's not going to hurt us anymore.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so we got it pretty well painted up. It's got a nice even coat on it. It doesn't look splotchy or anything. Total for just this area, we used 2 cans of primer, just self-etching primer, standard from the parts store, and then 1 can of roll bar and chassis flat black, 1 can of roll bar and chassis gloss black, and 1 of engine enamel because we're stupid and we don't pay attention. But
yeah. Basically, the car, like the back of the car, is good up to like 300 degrees now.
yeah, so we can hotbox the shit out of this thing without worries.